What is going on, everybody? My name is Nate, host of Nate Knows Podcast, because of course it is. Today I'm on my own, and I don't really have that much to talk about, apart from the main headlines in the news. So let's go ahead and check it out. CNN poll, which, is obviously not always, the most reliable source, but they still state that 50% are supporting the impeachment of President Donald J. Trump. Frankly, I'm not surprised that CNN gets this poll, considering that their audience tends to be more left-leaning, which is the biggest understatement of 2019. However, let's continue on. Personally, I don't really understand why we're impeaching Trump. I understand the reasons behind it and the fact that he did what he did and what he did was illegal. But my point being is that the impeachment process takes a very, very long time. So I think it's around 1 to 2 years. 1.5 is pretty much the average. We've only had 2 impeachments in history, though. So it's kind of hard to say, but, it's going to take at least a good 6 to 9 months for an investigation to take place that we saw with the Mueller report. But now that the Mueller report is, how long did the Mueller report take? It took a while. Let me check. Pardon me, I need to... Mueller investigation lasted nearly 2 years. Oh, wow. That's insane. So it took about 2 years for the entire investigation. The order was dated May 17th, 2017, and on April 18th, 2019, the redacted version of Mueller's report came out. So we're about almost exactly 1 month shy of being exactly 2 years. So this is a whole new problem. This isn't just colluding with Russia. This is colluding with Ukraine. So there's going to have to be a whole nother investigation, which if it does take 2 years, we're in 2019. In 2 years, it'll be 2021. A new president will have already been chosen. There's really no point. Unless we were to, charge him after his presidency. So, I don't know. I just don't understand why we decided to take so long. And also, I think the impeachment process should be altered. But, that would take forever. And that's just, a whole another topic. Southern California, another bunch of wildfires. Very sad. My heart goes to all of those who are affected by this, and I hope you make it out safely. Anyway, in less depressing news, Batman Arkham Legacy is the next Batman game. Cannot wait for the next Batman game. I played Arkham Asylum. I thought that was pretty good. I'm not a huge Batman fan, though, so I can't really, say whether or not it was good according to mega fans of Batman, but anyway. 4 more parents plead guilty into college admissions cheating scheme. That's just annoying because, they're gonna have everything they want in life because their parents are rich and famous, but no, they have to go, a step further and, bribe people and cheat just to get them into good colleges so it looks better on their resume. It's just pathetic to me. I just don't think it's very smart. So, things are pretty screwed up in the world right now, especially in the U.S. and Hong Kong and everything is just, God. We all thought 2019 was going to be a good year, but man, did they just kick the sand in our faces this year, huh? So it seems that a lot of people didn't really like the El Camino movie with Aaron Paul, the Breaking Bad sort of mini sequel, stating that it was unnecessary. And I think Aaron Paul made it the great point that is alcohol necessary? Is it good though? Yes, of course. I only know that because I went to Germany, where their drinking age is 16. Thus, I did nothing illegal. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So please don't report me. It was under legal conditions in which I consumed alcohol. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I personally liked it. One thing I did say that they lacked in was the creative cinematography that Breaking Bad holds, but I still think El Camino, it probably wasn't necessary, but did I like it? Yeah. Would I watch it again? Yes. I really hope that there's going to be more spin-offs. I know a lot of people probably don't, but frankly, I really just want more spin-offs, other than Better Call Saul. I don't really know who they would focus on explicitly. This article says the 6 characters the Breaking Bad spinoff should focus on. Skyler and Marie at number 6. This is on whatculture.com. Number 5, the superhero team science cartoon. I'm very confused. Oh, yeah, now I see what they mean. If you don't know what it is, it's probably just best if you look it up. Skinny Pete and Badger. That might actually be pretty interesting, but frankly, I don't feel their characters have too much too much backstory, or not, they don't really seem to have that much of a tough upbringing, or not a tough upbringing, but I'm not sure if their history would pose to be a great story. Next one is Los Pollos Hermanos employees. I don't agree with that. I do agree that they could probably do Gus, because there's a 20-year gap from when we see Gus's partner get shot in the head by Hector Salamanca. I can't remember the episode right now, but he shoots him right in the head, and then there's a 10, 20-year gap between that moment and then when he meets Walter. There's nothing in the middle there that explains what Gus did after that. Why did he just work willingly with the cartel after they shot what seemed to be his friend? So that, and 20 years, you can work a lot in with that. Another one is Walt Jr. I don't really know. I don't really know what they could do with that, unless he starts his own breakfast show. Goes on Oprah and just has his own breakfast show. Number 1 is Walt's missing money. Uncle Jack got his head blah 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 blah. So it's basically saying that after people learn of Walter's $70 million stash that he had, that Jack took, the neo-Nazi that he took, and it's basically saying, I'm not sure. So it'd just be like a giant search for this, alleged $70 million. Frankly, I doubt it, because either Jack spent it, or if Jack didn't spend it, when the feds raided his compound, they probably just took the money from there. Unless, of course, Jack was smart enough to hide it. I don't know if anybody would know where the money is, though. So I guess it could be interesting if it was like a movie, like a 2 hour long movie, like El Camino was, but like it's in search for the money. Maybe Skinny Pete and Badger could look for it. I don't really know what other characters could be looking for it. On the other hand, so I don't really know. I guess there's a few minor characters that could be looking for it, but frankly, I don't think the Skylar would even want the money. So I don't think she'd be back or anything. I think the only two logical people would be I think the only two logical would be Badger and Skinny Pete. Because, I mean, why wouldn't they look for the money? It's, $70 million. Anyway, that's kind of my little rant. This episode was it's pretty basic and boring. I understand that, but I wanted to get, at least something out there. Probably just me ranting about TV shows again. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I am Nate with the Nate Knows Podcast. Next episode, I hope, will be a lot more interesting. Thank you. See you in the next one.